So welcome back guys, I am doing another tutorial today. So I've started off with the P. Louise base in shade 3 again, and then I'm going into the Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette and taking the darkest brown to create our depth. And then I'm using the shade next to it, which was like a tan colour, just to blend out that dark brown. And I'm taking my time working around the edge to really make sure that I've got a seamless blend all the way along. And then I'm just using the blush that I'm going to use on the cheeks, just to further blend that tan colour out, just to make sure it diffuses perfectly into the skin and there is a really nice gradient. And I'll just go back in with those 3 shades, up and down, until I'm happy with the way they blend. And I'm so sorry, I keep like getting in the way of the camera throughout this whole video, so I've had to cut loads of the footage out. So I'm now using another Jordana T-shirt product. It's one of their base and sparkles in the shade Smolder. So I've taken the cream part and now I'm using a H&M shadow, which I don't know the name of, but it's like a khaki green, right on top of that, blending it in, and then I'm going to use the pigment that comes with the Smolder base and sparkle just to press on top to create an extra bit of sparkle. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of black cream eyeshadow now, just to make sure that we have got a really nice dark lash line that will help the lashes blend. And I'm just setting that down with the dark black colour from the palette. And going in with the P. Louise number 3 again, just to start on the under eye. Firstly, we're going in with the MAC Chroma line in Chrome Yellow. And I'm popping 2 layers of this in a waterline just to make sure it's really pigmented. But I do 1 layer, give her a break, and then I do another one. But just with the lower lash line, I'm just copying exactly what I did on top. So the dark brown and the tan colour. There, I'm going in with the second layer of yellow. It's so important to give your model or your client a break, just to make sure their eyes don't start leaking and ruin all your hard work. And now I'm taking a yellow pigment from Peaches and Cream, which I literally cannot remember the name of. But it's a yellow one. I think it was from their Beaches and Cream collection they did in the summer. I'm just using that on the inner corner. And then I did moisturiser with some Nivea, but the whole of the footage I'm stood in front of her, so I've cut most of it out. But yeah, a little bit of Nivea moisturiser, and then I'm going in with foundation. And I've mixed together the Kiko Unlimited foundation and the EX1 foundation for Sam, just to make sure our skin looks flawless but still hydrated. And then in with my favourite e.l.f. concealer. And I just used my foundation brush to blend this out. Like, I'm not too fussy with like using loads of brushes. If I can use the same brush for a few different jobs, I totally will. And then I go in with some cream contour, which again, I block most of the footage, so you don't see a lot of it, but it's just a cream foundation that I have in a darker colour, and I just use the foundation brush again to blend that out. And just use whatever's left of my brush just to give the nose a bit of colour. I'm not bothered about changing the shape of it or anything, but just so it's not really like light on the centre of her face. And then I'm using the Cover FX loose powder. I think it's a perfecting powder, just to gently set under her eyes, but I'm not baking or anything like that. And then another Kiko product, I'm using, I think it's one of their baked setting powders, but I'm just using the darker shade and having it as a bronzer. I like face powders as bronzer because they always blend so nicely on top of like wet foundation. And then another Kiko product. God, I didn't realise I was using so many. This is a blush. I think it's a baked blush, but I'm just loading it on. I want loads and loads of blush. And now it's time for the highlight. Again, blocked most of this footage, but it is the Wet n Wild highlight that I've popped on her there. And then brows, she has fabulous brows, so I've just brushed them up with a bit of brow gel. And lastly, we're on to lips. So this is a Barry M lip liner in the shade Rose. I absolutely love Barry M lip liners. I use them all the time. And then I've mixed, no, I don't think I've actually mixed lipstick together here. I just used the shade Shrimpton from MAC. And I just pop it on the lips, go back and forth with that and the lip liner to make sure it's dead blended. And that I'm really happy with the shape. And then gloss. So I mixed together 2 Kiko glosses. They're both like a pink sparkly shade. And then just to amp up the shine even more, I've added like a H&M gloss on top, which really is reflective with pink. But that was it. That's the whole look. It turned out amazingly. And this is just another example of a really nice, beautiful, natural makeup.